now you had a great good morning. Okay, now afternoon you did now. Sorry, I was thinking it's our normal class. We say the day for morning they teach us.
All right, no problem. It's good to have you here, Marvin.
Good to have you.
Yes. All right, guys. How are you all doing today? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time you are at this point in time. How are you guys doing today? Why is this class very quiet? You guys are awfully very quiet. Have you guys you've had a long day? Am I correct? Priscilla, do you want to?
Hello, Philomena. Good evening.
Good
Or
evening.
good afternoon, as the case may be. So good evening, everybody. I trust you're doing good, right? So it's really good to have everybody.
Priscilla, I can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Perfectly, yes.
Oh, good evening, everybody. So my name is Priscilla, and I'll be the host for today's session, right? So I was saying that it's a pleasure to have you all join us. It's a beautiful Thursday evening, and you decided to spend this with us, right? So we're super, super excited to have you here. So we're just going to do a bit of warm-up, right? So if you're just joining us for the first time, this is a Tenalytics Masterclass, a Tenalytics Financial Analytics Masterclass to be specific. And if you're just joining us for the first time, please leave a 1 in the chat. Let's welcome you properly. If you're just joining us for the very first time, please leave a 1 in the chat. Let's see. Okay, so Oreoluwa Ogunsusi, you're very much welcome to today's session. So we'll have Pete as well. I was scared for a second that we have just one person that's joining us for the first time. We have Karim, we have Emmanuel. So you're very much welcome to Analytics Masterclass, right? This is the first Financial Analytics Masterclass for this year, and you're doing this with us. We are very appreciative of you, right? It's good to have you here. So today we're going to be talking about how to start a career in financial analytics, right? So I'm just going to delve into a brief intro of Tenalytics and what we do, right? So I would share my screen, and as soon as you can see my screen, please let me know, right? So, sorry, can everybody see my screen?
Yes, we can.
All right. So like I said, this is a Tenalytics Financial Analytics Masterclass. And by the end of today's session, you literally know how you can start a career in financial analytics. You understand what financial analytics is, and also how you can start a career in financial analytics, right? So just a brief intro of Tenalytics and what we do. Tenalytics is an educational technology firm, and we help people and Africans, people of the Black community and Africans majorly, learn premium tech skills, right? We do this by helping to lower the entry barrier into tech. So all your endless Google searches, all the endless YouTube videos, we've managed to cut all of that away. And then you can just learn premium tech skills by Tenalytics helping you lower the entry barrier into these skills, right? So we have structured all our courses, and then our service offerings are aimed at building capacity and understanding across different tech fields in data analytics, cutting across data analytics, business analysis, data engineering, data science, financial analytics, which is why we're here today, HR analytics, Scrum, cybersecurity, and the entire data ecosystem, right? So we're able to do this by having really top facilitators that are professionals from diverse reputable organizations like KPMG, Apple, Microsoft, McKinsey. And like I mentioned earlier, our courses are structured in a way that makes it practical and ensures that you get optimal value. So this is what we do at Tenalytics. And just in case you get asked, who is Tenalytics and what do they do? Just remember that we are an ed tech firm, right? And we help Africans and people of the Black community get into tech by lowering the entry barrier into tech. So tonight we'll be learning how to get started in financial analytics, and this session will be facilitated by Ifemena Iper, the one and only Ifemena Iper. And as you can see him at the top right of your screen, it's at the top right of my screen, right? And he's the co-founder of Tenalytics. He's also a data science contractor. He's a business data support lead, a global business systems analyst, and all those amazing portfolios. He also has over close to a decade years of experience cutting across many sectors. Now, this is what we'll be doing today, right? There's 5 things, and they are quite crucial to today's session. The first is real-life application of analytics in finance. If Ifemena is a data science person, how is he going to teach us how to get started in financial analytics, right? So I'm so thrilled to be here, and I'm looking to also learn how to get started in financial analytics, right? So the second thing we'll be learning today is the pathway to becoming a financial analyst and also securing a job, right? So you get to learn the path of a financial analyst and how you can secure a job as a financial analyst, right? The third thing we'll be learning today, is remote full-time opportunities and also relocation opportunities. So you've learned how to become a financial analytics, how you can secure a job. So how can you relocate? For those of us that are geared towards leaving wherever our location is, how can you do this with this career path? You've been also learning that this evening. And then you'd also get to learn about our growth internship program here at Tenalytics and what it entails. And last but not the least, you'd also be informed of our special offer to you. So stay tuned tonight. It's going to be a mind-blowing session. So just keep an open mind. If you can get a pen and a paper to jot down important and salient points, that would also make a lot of sense. So this is pretty much what you'll be learning tonight. So stay geared and stay jiggy. Hi, Femena.
Hello, Priscilla. Thanks a lot for that wonderful introduction. I'm sure everybody's familiar with Tenalytics at the moment. Okay. Thanks a lot. Thanks for that brilliant introduction. All right, so I'm just going to go straight into it. Priscilla, just confirm you can hear me loud and clear. So
yes, loud and clear.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so Priscilla has gone through all this. I would just like to do a little bit more introduction about myself because Priscilla mentioned something very, very sacrosanct, and I would like to just talk about that also. So getting started in financial analytics, and yes, I have a lot of experience within the data ecosystem, okay? But one thing most people don't know is I actually started my data career, okay, within the finance space. So I started working as a management consultant. So I did management consulting for about 4 years, all right, before transitioning into the tech space proper. All right, so while I was working as a management consultant, all right, I learned financial modeling. All right. So from financial modeling, I did for one business. I built a financial model for one business back there in Nigeria, back home in Nigeria. And, from that particular one business I built a new model for, all right, I started getting, other activities from people, from friends, family, people that I'd worked with and so on and so forth. I started training people, financial modeling, financial analysis. So really, my interest, I love numbers, okay? I'd always liked numbers, loved working with numbers. And, that interest was what fed into the financial space. And that was how, financial analytics led to data analytics, led to data science. And that's how I've actually been progressing. But the roots, career-wise, in terms of career, was starting from financial, from finance, essentially. All right. So, it's good to be here. And so if you are this professional, I did not study financial accounting. I didn't do anything accounting in school, but I can talk, to a very large extent around financial analytics and how to use data analytics within the financial sector. All right. And that's what we're going to be exploring today. So we are only going to be on this call for about 2 hours, 2 hours maximum. All right. So if you're in Nigeria, it's 8 p.m. your time or after 8 your time. So the maximum we're going to be on this call is just about 2 hours. I'm not going to take too much of your time. All right. So, and I would like to know where you guys are journeying from anyways. I would like to know where you guys are journeying from. Okay. So are you currently in Lagos? Are you currently in Abuja? Are you currently in the UK? Are you in Canada? Where are you based at this point in time? Let me see. You can just drop it in the chat so I know where you guys are journeying from. Okay, Areolua from Lagos, Juliet from the UK, Kareem from Lagos. Okay, who else? UK. All right, UK and Lagos are dragging. All right, from Yola on the chat for Port Harcourt. I have some from Benin. Okay, I have some from Lagos, Abuja, Ghana, Sunderland, UK, Ogbomoso. It's good to have you here, man. All right, it's good to have all of you on board. Good, good. Very diverse class. Very, very diverse class. Thank you for that. Oh, we have someone from Canada also. All right. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. So, like I mentioned, this is just going to be a 2-hour session. So I just want you guys to listen. Priscilla mentioned something. Get a jotter, okay? Get a pen, get a jotter, and jot things down so you can do what? Take things away. Okay? Get a pen and a jotter so you can jot things down so you can take things away. So this is just going to be a 2-hour session, okay? Talking to you about financial analytics. And honestly, it's been a very wonderful career for me, starting from finance and delving into other aspects of finance. So these are the things we're going to be talking about today. And we're going to be looking at a real life scenario. So before we delve into the practical aspect of it, me showing you how to use analytics within the financial space. All right. There's one key thing I like to tell most people that are looking to get this started. And I always, they seem a bit unsure. Okay. They're not very confident in themselves to thinking that they can actually do it. But the flip side is it always seems impossible until someone does it. Until it is done, until somebody does it in front of you, then you say that, oh, I could try to do it also. All right. So it always seems that way until somebody goes out of their way to go ahead to do it. All right. So we have a bunch of people that have gone through our financial analytics training program and are currently working as financial analysts, for top recruitment, top firms across the world. All right. So I have just 2 testimonials here in which I'm just going to play one of them for you and we'll come back to the masterclass. Okay. So I'm going to start with Chika first of all. So Chika currently works as a financial analyst in the UK. All right. So we obviously went through the financial analytics training program, did the curriculum, did end-to-end financial analytics, financial modeling, valuation, scenario building, and all that. And after the training program, obviously started applying for jobs. He got an interview. We prepared him for the interview. And thereafter, he secured a job as a financial analyst in one of the top regulatory firms in the UK. All right. So I'm just going to play his testimonial. It's just a few minutes long. So you can actually see that I can learn financial analytics today, and in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, actually start working as a financial analyst. If you doubt it, there is proof. We have proof, okay? Evidence day, okay, for us to show you. So I'm just going to play that in the next couple of seconds, in the next couple of minutes. So just give me a second. I'm going to reshare my screen so I can play audio well, okay? All right, so just going to play that now. Okay, so you can listen to Chika, okay, and you learn from him.
Hello guys, my name is Chika Onok, and I'm here to talk about my journey with analytics and how it assisted me in getting a job here in the UK. Yeah, so it started with when I enrolled or I participated in one of the masterclass sessions of financial analytics during January or February thereabouts. And after that masterclass session, I was marveled at what I saw and what was demonstrated. So I decided to join enroll for the program, which I made a decision and paid, and I enrolled for the May cohort, which lasted for about 3 to 4 months. So during this period, I learned advanced Microsoft Excel skills. Advanced Microsoft Excel skills, creation of dashboards, pivot table, Power Query, Excel formulas and functions like XLOOKUP, SUMIFs, and so many wonderful skills which I've never heard of, which are useful in my career as a financial analyst. And so after the 3 months training period and delivering our project, we enrolled also for a mentorship session whereby we worked on real life projects in different industries, manufacturing industry, the solar industry, and so many industry which lasted about 1 month, and it was really a powerful session, which was done by the great tutors by Nene Jonas, yeah, and so I would say during my journey throughout that, the training period was marvelous. Yeah, I would say it was marvelous because every session each day was mind blowing because we're gonna learn. I was learning great skills which I've never overwhelmed, and they were like, no, this skill we need it in this for this role, and I think you'll be the one. Yeah, when they gave me the call to tell me the outcome of the interview, so I think after that. The analytics also supported by referencing, giving me reference, yeah, for the job.
All right, so all the links are available on the slide presentation I'm going to share with you. So you could just here listen to Chika, you could click here to listen to Chika. Okay, and also the same thing for Solomon. All right, so these are just two of several others that have actually gone on to go through the training program and eventually start working as financial analysts within top firms within the UK, Canada, US, and so on. All right, so these are the things that we'd like to tell most people. It always seems like it's impossible for you to learn a skill and get a job. It feels a bit vague at first when you're starting. But essentially, what we're trying to do here is to tell you that it is actually possible for you to learn a skill and then go get a job, get a good paying job that will even sponsor you if you need sponsorship, depending on your location. All right. So moving on to the main meat of our session today. All right. To what we're going to be talking about today. All right. So this is a real life scenario. This is a real life project. Okay. This is my own personal project. Okay. So just a little bit of backdrop. When Priscilla was reading through my introduction, she mentioned I was a data science contractor in the UK, US, and also I handle some projects in Canada, depending on the freelance project I get to work with. Now, as a contractor within the UK, you get to work with very number of organizations, all right? A lot of organizations. So I'll share some of these opportunities with you where you can work, not freelance, but more or less like a contractor, like a consultant for top firms within the UK. So this is one of my own personal experience I'm going to be using to show you the role of financial analytics in any organization. All right. So this organization is called Purple Energy. Okay. So the name of the business and some other data points from the business, I have adjusted them because of data privacy and data to avoid data issues, and without putting the name of the business out there. Okay, so I've adjusted some details about the business, okay? But every other thing that has to do with this particular project or this particular explanation is based on a real life scenario, all right? So Purple Energy is a company with, a very significant presence. If I tell you the name of the business, you would know the business. So they have, location, they are across the UK with 5 major locations, okay? London, Edinburgh, Liverpool, Birmingham, and Manchester. So these are the 5 major cities they operate at this point in time. It's London, Edinburgh, Liverpool, Birmingham, and Manchester. So they're an energy company, okay, and they operate across the UK, but these are like the 5 major cities they have their office, okay? And they are currently going through a particular issue within the business. So, and this is the reason why they were looking for a data analytics, financial analytics consultant to come in, all right? Now, the current issue is there is a huge disparity between what the branches budgeted against what they actually spent. There is a huge disparity between budget and actual reports, and I will explain that further. There was a huge disparity between budget, what the branches will budget, and what they actually spent. Okay, so they were looking for how to consolidate, to build analytics around that financial reporting aspect, okay, of the business. So I'm just going to do a visual representation of how the current state, the current process in which they use in reporting, budget versus actuals, okay? So you have obviously you have different regions, okay? I'm just going to draw some boxes over here, okay? You have different regions. So we currently have 5 regions, correct? 5 regions. These 3, number 4, and number 5. So you have London, Okay, I'll say LDN. Okay, Edinburgh, I have EDI. Manchester, I'll use MEN. We have Liverpool, and the last but not the least is Birmingham. Okay, so we have these 3 branches or 5 locations within the UK. Okay, and currently, the current process for how they used to report before I joined them, this is how they used to prepare their budget versus actual reports. Okay, so this is the end report: budget, okay, budget versus actuals. Okay, all right, budget versus this is the end report. This is the reports that they need. Okay, that the management team, this is the reports that they need. The management team, okay, this is the reports that they need to make certain decisions for the business. All right. Now, in order for them to create this report, they had sort of like an analyst, okay? They had an analyst that was in charge of creating these particular reports, okay? And I'm just going to draw the analyst like this, okay? So this analyst is in charge of creating this report. But now the current process of creating these reports, and you'll see how how monotonous the process will be. The current process is everyone, the major branches, okay, sends email. They send an email. All right, they send an email to this particular analyst. So every month, every quarter, it could be, obviously budget actuals could come in at any point in time based on their different locations, based on how they're reporting and all that. So the budget and actuals actually can come in at any point in time, regardless of, it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be at the end of every month before you turn in your budget and actual for that month. So there's a way the way they operate is anytime you get yours, you can send it in and everybody can work on it, okay? So London branch will send in their reports via email, okay? Body of the email, like not attached document, not even in an Excel file, not in a PDF document. They send emails of that particular report, of their numbers, budget actuals. They send it emails to the analyst. All right. The same thing with Edinburgh. Okay. The analyst will send it via email. Everybody sends it via email. All right. Everybody sends it via email. Now, obviously, if you work in an organization, you know that, working with email, somebody sending you an email, dear, let me just pick somebody's name. Dear Adiola, kindly, find the numbers for the month of November. All right. And the person just types it on the body of the email. Okay. And sends it to you. Okay. Now, the analyst, which is, I would say, the financial analyst at this point in time, was finding it was obviously is not, it's just, when they say financial analytics, you will understand the benefit of learning financial analytics very soon. All right. Now, this financial analyst just knows how to use Excel. Okay, just knows how to use Microsoft Excel, in which at that point in time, she was not even very good with Microsoft Excel while I joined them. She was not very good with Excel. So she gets all the numbers from email from all the different locations: London, Edinburgh, Manchester, Liverpool, and Birmingham. She gets it via email. So you see, when she eventually collates this, when she finally collates this to build that report that she needs to build, all right, when she builds the reports that she needs to build, okay, you now find out that whatever, let's say, take for example, London, maybe their numbers are, let's say, 200K, okay, that was what they were reporting, all right, maybe they reported 200K. She will find out that when this lady does a report, she will be quoting about, let's say, 150K, all right? The numbers from the branches or the different locations are what this person will report. There was a huge disparity, all right? So obviously there's sometimes she misses out some emails, or some, there is, things happen, human error, do you understand? All right? Anybody can make mistake. Obviously, if you're receiving several emails across the month for different days during the month, there's a high probability that you miss out on some emails. So you see, the current process, so the management team were frustrated. Okay, the management team was frustrated to say that we need to know what the actual numbers, we need to know the actual budgets and actuals for each of the branches. Okay, so that they can make decisions. What branch is spending more than they should be spending? All right, what branch is spending less than what they should be spending? So they wanted to know exactly what was happening in almost near real time. All right, knowing what is happening in terms of budget and cost, within all the branches that you have here. And you see, the current process was not making sense. Okay, so do you guys understand? If you understand this current process, okay, and if you understand this current process, could you drop a 1 in the chat? Let me see the people that understand what we're talking about today. So if you understand the current process, and if you're familiar with this kind of process, requisition, or you're working in an organization, you want to turn in something, you have to send it via email or anything like that. All right. Yes, fantastic. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, fantastic. That's good. I enjoy the fact that you guys are listening and you guys are grabbing exactly the things I'm passing across. So this is the current process. And now the management team were frustrated because whatever this person prepares is always wrong. Okay, it's always wrong or presumed to be wrong. Okay, it's always wrong or presumed to be wrong because whatever the branch would put is always different from what this lady would prepare. So there was always this huge disparity between branch reporting and management reporting. So what they did was, all right, when I came in, okay, and this is the problem statement, like I mentioned already, data discrepancies, okay, what the branch would quote and what was reported to the management, those numbers were absolutely, very different majority of the time. And it was a consistent issue, month on month for over 2 years that they actually suffered this particular issue for about 2 years. Okay. Data discrepancy was the first thing. Lack of real-time analysis, real time to find out what was the budget and actual reports for London office last month. It was difficult to know what is the current state, what is their current stand on this, on their budget and actuals, for the month of June or the month of January, in almost near real time. They wanted to know exactly what was happening, but through the current process of reporting, it's impossible to know what was happening near real time in each of those branches. All right. Time consuming reporting. So obviously with the fact that they are sending emails, the lady has to literally go through emails, search for people's email and take down those numbers, copy and paste those numbers in an Excel sheet before she does the reporting. All right. So a reporting that should take a few minutes was taking sometimes a week to do those reports. Okay. And the thing about analytics is there is always a faster and more efficient way of working. And that's where financial analytics comes in. All right. There's always a more there. If you think you're doing reporting now, and there's a report that I'm very sure as a financial analyst or as a professional somewhere, there's a report that you're doing, okay, that is taking you maybe 2-3 days for you to create that report, even 2 hours, 3 hours. Just know that there is a faster way of doing this. So currently, the time-consuming reporting was one of the major issues and difficulties in identifying variance. Okay. So, you budgeted 500,000, let's say for the month, London office, let's say the London office, budget for the London office was, let's say, £50,000. Okay, £50,000. All right. And they actually spent, let's say, 60,000. They spent 60,000. So this is budget. Okay, and this is actual. So they actually spent 60,000, but they budgeted for 50. So there is the discrepancy of £10,000. So they spent more. So there's a deficit for this particular branch. But it was difficult to identify what branch or what location was either in deficit or in surplus. It was difficult for them. And this is where the management team, this was the major reason the management team needed an analytics professional, financial analytics professional to come in to solve this problem. All right. So there was discrepancy and they wanted to find out the reasons, for this discrepancy. All right. So let me now show you the solution that I built for this business. Okay. It's a very simple process, very simple, but very effective. All right. Analytics, workflow architecture for reporting. Now, this reporting structure saved, over a week in terms of time of reporting, it's reduced it from over a week to almost less than 2 minutes, even automated, fully automated. All right. It was fully automated, and I'll show you how it was fully automated. All right. So what we did was I used Google Forms. Okay. Number 2, Google Sheets. And number 3 was Power BI. Do you guys know Power BI? Are you guys familiar with Power BI? Let me see. So if you're familiar with Power BI, put PB in the chat. Let me see the people are familiar with PB. If you're familiar with Power BI, put a PB in the chat. Okay, that's fantastic. I can see some people are familiar with Power BI. Fantastic. All right. So these are the tools I use in creating a fully automated report. When I say fully automated, it means that no human interference. Nothing like, oh, Adiola, please send me the report. Nothing like, Adekunle, can you send me the report? Oh, I want to see this report 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Nothing like that. Fully automated reporting. Okay. And what tools did I use? Google Forms, Google Sheets, and Power BI. Now, this is where financial analytics comes in play. Now, the first thing was the Google Forms. Okay. I'm going to just give you a sneak peek of the form. Okay. All right. This is the form that was created. Okay. So this is the form. What department? Are you in marketing? Are you in sales? So the person that is going to, rather than sending an email, everybody had access to this particular Google form. Okay. So everyone had access to this Google form. So anybody that was submitting budgets and actuals for a particular location, for example, will just come to the Google form and say, oh, we are currently in the marketing department. Okay. So let me just let me send this. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to show you how it looks like. So I'll paste the link here. So this is how it looks like. All right. So what department? Oh, I'm in the marketing department. I'll put in the date. Let's say I put it sometimes in December. Okay. December last year. Budget category. Let's say office supplies. Okay. Budgeted amount. Okay. And I'll put in 300,000 or let's say 30,000. The budget was 30,000 for office supplies in December. Location. So you see, in different location, London, there will be different departments. Okay, so you see why it took the initial person that was creating this report. You see why it was taking the person a lot of time. So marketing in London will send their reports. Sales in London will send another report. HR in another location will send another report. So every location, obviously, in every location, we had different departments in every of those locations. So you see, reporting was a big hassle, was a huge hassle. All right. And that's why there was always discrepancy in the data that was passed across. Okay. So office supplies, I'm just going to click on office supplies. Budget amount was 30,000. I would say in the Manchester office, the actual money spent, I would say maybe 25,000. Okay. And let's just take this as a scenario. Somebody just put in their numbers, their budget and actual numbers for that particular month. And I'm going to submit it. Okay, and you see it, budget versus actuals reporting has been submitted, your response has been recorded. So once it has been recorded, what happens back end is that record would go into a Google Sheet. Okay, we'll move into a Google Sheet, and you see it here. You see, this is the time. This is currently this is the time I recorded it. Okay, all right. Marketing department. This was the date of submission. All right. Budget category was office supplies, 30,000. Okay, this is it here. Okay, 30,000 Manchester office and 25,000. I'll spend 25,000 pounds. So this was the record. So everybody that wanted to, submit their response, anybody that wanted to, instead of sending an email, they would come to the Google form and input these numbers. Now, these numbers and the details would thereafter be moved into the Google Sheets that was provided. Okay, so every record was coming into this particular Google Sheet. All right, and that's exactly what we did. So there was no need for anybody to send out email. So the first part, which we call when you're talking about data analytics, all right, when you're talking about analytics, okay, all right, this point, Google Form was acting as a what? Data collection, was acting for what? Data collection. Okay, all right. So this tool was used for data collection. All right. So rather than people sending out emails to say that, oh, please find attached. Okay. All right. Kindly find attached or kindly see below, the details for my branch or for my location, for my department. Rather than doing that, okay, we automated that process first of all, the way we collect the data. So for data collection, we used this. All right. We used Google Forms and Google Sheets collaborating together. Now, if you're working in some organizations use Teams, okay? Some of my organizations use Microsoft. All right. So if you're working in an office that uses Microsoft, you also have your own Microsoft Forms. Okay. You have Microsoft Forms. Okay. All right. And you also have what? Obviously, you have Excel. All right. So you can use Excel. You could do the same process using Microsoft Forms and Microsoft Excel. Okay. But currently for this particular project, we use Google Forms and Google Sheets. Okay. All right. Now, the third part was Power BI. All right. So we use Power BI for data analytics. Okay. Data analytics. All right. We used it for what we call ETL pipeline. Okay. I will explain this ETL because that's what you'll be doing as a data analyst, building using Excel using Power BI for data analytics and also using ETL for reporting. Okay. Now, it's because of this ETL, I was able to build a fully automated report because of ETL. All right. And I'll explain ETL shortly. So ETL, E, T, and L. E stands for extract. T stands for transform. And L stands for load. Now, data collection. Google Forms is collecting this data. Anytime somebody submits a form, all right, the data is captured into Google Sheets immediately. All right. So this is the report I built. Let me show you the report I built in the next few minutes. Okay. I'm just going to bring it up. Okay. I'm going to show you the report I built in Power BI. So this is the report that I built in Power BI. Now imagine this is the data that came in. This is the data that came in. Now, the beauty of financial analytics is you being able to take financial data or data in general and turn it into insights. All right. Now, anybody can get this data and just do a sum equals to sum. All right. Sum of this. Okay. Press enter and you to give you 28 million. All right. But that's not enough. Data has moved away, analytics has moved away from just total spent last month, total this, total that. It's moved away from that to now insight generation. Now, the key question was, how do you now turn this data, all right? How do you turn this data into insights, into financial insights that will then be used for management decision making, all right? So this data now, if I should ask you a question, what departments add the highest variance? You would likely not know. It's impossible for you to know. What month during the year, all right, did we expect, what time during the year did people spend more money, all right? You can't know. What department, all right, spends more on office supplies? You can never know looking at the data. So now the key role of a financial analytics professional, all right, was to turn this data into actionable insights that is then after used for management decision making. All right. So I'm going to show you the report. This was the report that was built. Okay. This was the report that was built. So you'll see the total budget, the total actuals, and the variance, and you see a full-fledged report, even telling you the key regions within the different, within the organization. All right. Now let me show you the ETL aspect, because currently the data is in Google Sheets. The data currently is in Google Sheets. Now, how do you get data from Google Sheets into Power BI? How do you get the data from Google Sheets into Power BI? That's the key question. Now, that's where ETL comes in. So now the ETL, the first thing you need to do is to extract the data. So let me just quickly, all right? The first thing, ETL, E, then T, and L. So the first thing you need to do, number one, is that you need to extract. E is for extract. You need to extract the data from Google Sheets. That's the first thing you need to do. So currently the data is in Google Sheets. We need to take this data and bring it into Power BI. Now, Power BI is a very fantastic tool for data extraction, for you extracting data from different sources. All right. So if I click on Get Data, all right, and I click on More, okay, all right, it's going to take me to this page where I can get data from different sources. All right. So I can get data from Excel workbook. I can get data from the text or CSV file. I can get data from a folder, from a PDF document. I can get data from a database. I can get data from Microsoft Fabric. We'll talk more about Microsoft Fabric shortly. I can get data from Power Platform, from Azure Data Services, from online services, and even other services. Over, I think the number of connectors, the number of places you can get data from is unlimited. It's actually is limited, actually. Don't let me say unlimited, but it's well confidently over 200. You have over 200 places you can connect to. So now I want to connect to Google Sheets. Okay, I want to connect Power BI to Google Sheets. So this data, the data is a Google Sheets. All right, so I want to connect Power BI to Google Sheets. I can easily come here and search for Google Sheets. Okay, and you see here, there's a connector that allows you to, you see there, import data from Google Sheets. So now, once somebody submits, okay, all right, the data using Power BI, I can use that to extract the data. I can use that to extract the data. So you see the data, timestamp, what department, date of submission, budget category, budget amount, location, amount spent, variance, and so on. All right. So you see everything that was here has actually been extracted and brought into Power BI. Everything was extracted and brought into Power BI. Now that's the extraction phase that we're talking about. Extract the data. The next thing is to transform. The next thing is to transform. Okay, that's the next phase we want to go through. Transform the data. How do we transform the data? What do you mean by transformation? This is where we now clean the data. This is what we mean by we are cleaning the data. All right, so we're dealing with missing values, where we deal with missing values. Okay, all right, incorrect values, okay, incorrect values, and so on and so forth. Duplicate values, duplicates. Okay, so take for example, somebody submitted 2 times. Okay, somebody submitted 2 times. Okay, the same detail, somebody submitted 2 times. How do you deal with duplicate data? That's what you do during the transformation stage. So you clean the data, you deal with missing values, you deal with incorrect values, you deal with duplicated values, and so on and so forth. So that's what you do during the transformation phase. And the last but not the least, number 3, is the load the data. So we load it into Power BI. So after cleaning, after extracting, after cleaning, we load it into Power BI. So this is the loading that we did. So you see the data is currently in Power BI. All right, and you see all the data points in here. Okay, so now this data is what we transformed into these reports. Now imagine a place where they were reporting using email. All right, that's what they were doing initially, sending email. Oh, kindly find attached. Oh, kindly see below the numbers for December. All right, now this this particular process has been automated. From data collection to data extraction to data transformation to analysis, everything has been automated. All right. So you see, everything has been automated. Now I know the department that is spending, that has the largest variance. All right, and you can see it here. Sales and customer service in general across all the 5 branches location are the locations that have the largest variance. Now, in terms of reporting, this saved a lot of time. Rather than going through series of emails that usually that would have gone on before, now everything has been automated. All right. So now I can click on the location. I can click on Edinburgh. Okay, and everything about Edinburgh, the total budget, the total amount, the total actuals, the variance. So you can see for Edinburgh, we have a variance of £30,000. Meaning that it's in positive. It is positive, means that they are not spending, they're not spending above their budget, whatever they budgeted. So throughout the year 2023, this is 2023 data, January to December, you find out that in general, okay, over the month, they had a 30,000, surplus. Okay, they had 30,000 surplus. For the location, for London location, all right, for the London location, you see how they have 11,000 variants, all right, minus 11, meaning that they are spending more than what they budgeted. So they are budgeting for the year, they budgeted 5,490 549,521. So that was what they budgeted, but they spent 561. So they had a variance of 11,000 plus. All right. So you could even see the trend of how they spent the money January to December. They could see the actuals of how they spent money January to December. And you could also see the trend of variance. So you could see, the month that had the highest was in June, with a variance of 9,200. So now, management doesn't need anybody to even send them reports anymore. Management can answer all their questions from the dashboard, from this report that was created. Financial metrics and everything has been calculated. All the thing management has to do is just look at it and they can start to make decisions from there. So they can easily spot that, oh, in June, Edinburgh, in June, you guys spent 9,000, I can actually click on June and you see exactly everything adjusts to June. So I can see now in June, all right, in June, sorry, let me just click on Edinburgh. Okay, click on Edinburgh, then click on, okay. So that's a general one, rather, sorry. Okay. Okay, was in London, apologies, London. Okay, so I can see in London, they spent this particular amount of money. This is where they made the largest variance for that particular month. So they click on this, okay? All right. Okay, so this is London, okay? So you see, it's human resources, all right, that actually took that biggest chunk, okay? Human resources. So London, in June, they made a variance of 9,000. So they made a deficit of 9,000. Now, the key question is, what department spent, what department is spending more than their budget? I can easily come here and I can see clearly that, oh, in human resources department, they budgeted 37,000, but they spent 42,000, and that's in the same month of June. So there was a discrepancy of 5,000. And there, I can send an email to find out, in HR department, why did you guys spend more? All right, why did you spend, over 5,000 for this particular month? And thereafter, they can write to you that, we had recruitment, we needed to subscribe to this, we needed to buy this, we needed to do this and all that, whatever they did. But clearly now, I can identify without a doubt what departments are spending more, what departments are spending less, and so on and so forth. All right, and that's the beauty of analytics within the financial space. And people don't understand that data is not just, what was the total sales, what was total revenue, and all that. It's also you using it to solve critical problems, financial problems within the organization. All right. Now, another very interesting thing that was implemented is what we call role level security. Role level security. In analytics, we call it role level security. And I'll tell you the reason for this shortly, just in 2 minutes. But I want to show you what we did to fully automate this report. All right. So the report was designed, all right, using Power BI, connected to the Google Sheets. So whenever somebody fills the Google Sheets, this Power BI will capture it. Okay. And I'll show you how it captures it. So I'm going to go to Power BI service. I'm going to go to Power BI service. Give me a second. I'm going to show you how Power BI service looks like. Don't worry, everything is going to be covered today. All right. So I'm just going to go to Power BI service. All right. So this Power BI, this is the cloud-based platform that stores and allows you to share your reports. Okay. So I'm going to go to my workspace. Just going to go to my workspace, and this is budget versus actual. All right. So this is the report. Okay. This is the report. Okay. This is the report. Now I can easily just share it with people. All right. I can share it with people, copy the link and share it with people. I can send it via email. I can send it via the Teams. If you're using Teams, for example, in your office, you can send it via Teams. You can add it to a PowerPoint, and there's so many other ways for you to share your reports within the organization. All right. All right. And there are different ways for you to share your report. But now, what makes this very unique? All right, that I said fully automated. When I say fully automated, means that no human interference, no human, like there was no way, there was no human that was, manually creating this reports. Okay, so what we did was to automate it. So say you see it here, schedule refresh. Okay, refresh. Okay, you see refresh here. Okay, configure or refresh schedule, or schedule configure a refresh schedule. So what we have here was daily. So daily, every single day by 5 p.m., or even if it's in the morning, by 9 a.m. in the morning, you can schedule it. To say every 9 o'clock, maybe everybody comes to work. Let's say by like 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock every morning, I want you to refresh that data. So when you say refresh, okay, when we say refresh, it's very simple. The entire process, when you say refresh, Power BI will go to Google Sheets, extract all the data that you have there. Okay, better still, let's do it together. Let's do a little bit of practical together. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to go to Power BI and I'm going to go to the Google Sheet. And I want you guys to submit. I want you guys to submit your own request. Okay, submit your request. Let's do it live. So I've sent the form to the chat. Okay, so all I want from you to do is just put in your own numbers. Just put in your own numbers so you can see it in real time how this thing works. Okay, how it works. So you can put today's date. Use today's date. Let's use today's date so you see how everything works together. Okay. So once you put in your form, all I have to do is just click on refresh manually. This is the manual aspect where you click on refresh and everything refreshes. So what this is doing is it is going to Google Sheets, get all the data that you have there, okay, and it will bring in. Oh, no permission. Okay, I'll need to enable permissions, okay, for people outside the organization to do that. All right. Let me see settings. That will take me another time to turn it on, unfortunately. All right. Well, anyways, I did that already. Okay. That's the permission required. I will need to turn on require permission. How do I do that? Responses. Let me see. Collect emails, don't collect. Allow response and data now. Restrict users. Okay, no, I'll switch that off. Okay. All right. So I think you can try it again. You guys can try it again. All right. So once you put that in, all the data, once you're putting all your information in there, everything will be coming in. You'll see. Let me just paint this place. Right. So all the data that will be coming in should be below this particular one. So I'll see it when it comes in. Okay. So once you put all those data in, once you start putting your numbers and I click on refresh, everything, all the data from the Google Sheets will come into this place and everything will be refreshed, will always be up to date. All right. So once that is done, okay, what I did was to automate it using Power BI service. Okay, fully automated. So I said refresh daily by this time every day. So 8 a.m. every day, Power BI service would refresh the data. So there was no even need for human interference with the reports. So whenever they come into work, 9 o'clock, all they have to do is just go to the reports. They go to the reports and they can see everything they want to do. Or what happened in December, okay? Or what happened in training and development in December, okay? You see, everything is just going to, everything. You see, in December, training department, they only did sales. The budget was 21,000. They actually spent 18,000, and there was a variance of 3,000. All right. So that was financial. That's the reporting channel that we took. So you see, that's exactly what we did. Okay. That was exactly what, okay, I have 40 responses already. So if I check, let me just quickly refresh. So you see, it is about 28,000 at the moment. So 2.8 million. Okay. 2.8 million, 2.85, okay, 2.87 and 2.85. Now, if I click on refresh, this will go to the Google Sheets, extract all the data. You see, it jumped from 2.7, 2.8 to 7.4. Actuals is 56 million. You guys have spot my reports. You guys have added big money. So you guys, are you doing budget padding? I'm not sure what you guys are doing. Is it budget padding you guys are doing? What's happening, guys? You budgeted for 7.4 million, but you're spending 56 million. Okay, that's a bit too much, guys. Variance is 49 million. 49 million pounds. You guys are another level entirely. And everybody see the big bulk of it. I can see clearly a lot of people selected marketing. I can clearly see a lot of people selected marketing. So you see, all of you said you were going to spend 3.5 million on marketing. You budgeted 3.5 million, but you're spending 53 million. Is this another situation is this a Nigerian situation or what's happening here, guys? Okay. So, and majority of the marketing employee benefits, you can see it here. So majority of the deficits come from employee benefits. Employee benefits. Interesting. Are you guys, what kind of benefit are you giving yourself? All right. Well, anyways, you can see clearly how I was able to use analytics to find out the key point, the key areas you guys selected. Okay. So I could see it analytically, like in real time, almost real time, by just clicking the refresh button. I was able to extract all the data. It did all those transformations for myself and it reported it, and I can see it clearly. So you see, when they say financial analytics, it doesn't mean you're only doing balance sheets. That's not it. So organizations have different financial reports that they need to build. Okay, different financial reports they need to build, they need to track, they need to, keep ahead of. So when they say financial data, the financial analytics professional is that professional that is in charge of financial data within the organization. It could be budget, it could be sales, it could be revenue, it could be cost, it could be anything really. All right. Every organization on the planet Earth, okay, even for a non-profit organization, they need to track their expenses. They need to track money, okay, in order for them to know what to do and what not to do. So these are the things that you will learn as a financial analytics professional. And this is why they're in demand. So building this solution for them, and this was just one of the solutions I built for their reporting. So they bring in a lot of contractors. Let me just show you exactly what contractors mean. So if you're in the US, you're in Canada, you are in the UK, this would apply to you big time. So if I come here and I just go to read.co.uk, this is for guys in United Kingdom anyways. All right, so you'll see financial analytics, or let's say data analyst, okay? So let me see, sorry, financial analytics. Financial analyst. Okay, and I'm going to search for this real quick. So you see that it exists, and you're looking at contracts. Okay? So this is one of the ones I did far back towards the end of last year. All right. So financial analyst, and so on and so on. So you see financial analyst, 240 to 250 pounds per day. Senior financial analyst, 550 pounds to 650 pounds per day. So you see all these financial analysts are, there's even financial analysts within the business analysis, and I'll explain that as we go on. All right. So you see, there are tons of roles that exist at this point in time that you could actually latch into. Even the guys in Canada, all right? If you go to Indeed, all right, Indeed, okay? And you look for the keyword financial analyst, okay? All right, you could also look at, I'm just gonna put anywhere, okay? All right, so job type, you would see contracts. So there are still contract roles in Canada also that you could actually latch into. All right, so tons of this opportunity exists. And so for the guys in Canada, US, you're being paid per hour for contract position. But obviously you can start from somewhere, get like a full-time job. It doesn't have to be contracts. Even permanent roles exist where you can actually just apply these things that we've learned today, reporting financial metrics for the organization, and fully automated. Not like, oh, please, can you share me that report? Oh, can you kindly find attached the report you requested? Everything is fully automated. That nobody has to call you to say, oh, send me your report. Send me the report by 5 o'clock every day. Every day by 5 o'clock, that report will be automated. So it's you bringing in data analytics into finance. Okay? You bringing in data analytics into finance. So let me see. I'm very sure some people have added more. Let me refresh again. Okay. You see now it is 9,055,055 million. So you see, those are the things that we've done. All right. So people now are spending more on IT. So you see now, before it wasn't IT that was there before. All right. So now people are spending 12 million on budgeting for 12 million. It's even more than 12 million 12 billion actually on IT, but they are spending 3 million. All right. So there's a variance of about 11 billion. So some people have, manipulated the data anyways. So you see, these are the kind of things you do with financial analytics. And organizations are looking for people that know how to do this, and know how to do this kind of reporting, financial reporting, using data analytics to create the financial reporting. All right. So if you have learned something new today, guys, drop a 1 in the chat. If you have learned something new today, please drop a 1 in the chat. Let me see. Fantastic, fantastic. All right. Plenty. Oh. All right, that's amazing. It's always good to share knowledge. So financial analytics is not just the conventional, oh, I want to build balance sheets. Oh, I know how to build statement of cash flow. Yes, all these things come to play. Well, financial analytics is also using data analytics. The things that data analyst knows how to do, you would know how to do the same thing. All right. But the key thing is you leveraging it within the financial space. So you're laser focused on using data analytics to solve critical financial problems. All right. And that's what really led to the financial analytics training program, where data meets finance, financial analytics. Now, the good thing about this training program is it combines 3 career paths together. Number 1, corporate finance. Okay, that's the first career path you should take into consideration. Number 1 is corporate finance. Okay, finance. All right, number 2 is investment banking. So you can actually become an IB, you can become an investment banker. And number 3, data analytics. So this training program is combining 3 career paths together. Three career paths together. All right. Corporate finance, investment banking, and data analytics. So these 3 career paths is what really we used in building the curriculum for financial analytics. Now, this training program is 100% online. Okay. So the way you are sitting on your bed, you're relaxing, it's the same thing. All right. And you are, in your own location, you're in the UK, you're in Canada, you are in Nigeria, regardless of anywhere you are, you would learn, virtually. The second part is online and hands-on practical sessions. So like what we did today, rather than me walking you through the process of you creating this report, you would actually do it in class, the live classes. All right, hands-on practical session on how to, use financial analytics, use data analytics to solve financial problems and all that. You get to do that. And you'd always get access to the recorded videos. You get access to the exercises, and you get access to the projects. So you have lifetime access to it. And that leads me to the next one. You have lifetime access to the videos, the exercises, the project, and even the experts that you get to work with. So you see the facilitators and the mentors that will come during the training program, you would have lifetime access to them. The training program is for 16 classes. You get 16 classes for over 40 plus topics. Okay. The average salary of a financial analyst in the UK is £42,000. All right. And for the training program, you would add over 6 projects to your portfolio. All right. You would add over 6 projects to your portfolio, 100% job feasibility. I'm going to spend more time talking about this because the whole essence for you today is you being able to get a job after you go through the training program. The key thing for us, honestly speaking, honest to you guys, the key thing for us is for you to get a job before you even complete the training program. And that's the key word for us. All right. And I'll explain that in the next couple of minutes. All right. Industry relevant certification. The training program is for 3 months in total. All right. And I'll explain that as we go on. But you also get 1 month free internship. You get 1 month free virtual internship. All right. And I'll explain that as we go on. Now, this training program is going to take you from 0 to 100. 0 to 100. So we're going to start with problem solving. That's the first thing you will learn. Then you move to Microsoft Excel. All right. Which second thing? Number 3, you learn Power BI. You learn SQL. Now, you see the first 4 things you're going to learn, from problem solving to Microsoft Excel to Power BI to SQL. These technologies, these things are more towards data analytics. So meaning that even after the training program, all right, you could also work as a data analyst. So you will learn data analytics like a data analyst. All right, how to use Power BI, how to use Excel, how to write SQL syntax, how to write SQL. You would get to learn all those technologies. You will get to use them like a data analyst. Now, the corporate finance and investment banking aspect is the main need. Okay, so now after you've learned data analytics, okay, Excel, Power BI, SQL, problem solving, you will now find out how to use it within the finance, all right, how to use it within the finance, within the finance sector. Okay, all right, so you start with accounting fundamentals. I'll give this one. You move to financial modeling, you move to financial analysis, you move to valuation, and you move to sensitivity analysis and scenario building analysis. So these are key fundamentals for what career path? Corporate finance, okay, corporate finance and investment banking. I'll just call it IB and IB. So accounting fundamentals, financial modeling, financial analysis, valuation, scenario and sensitivity analysis. So this part is now where you're now using data analytics within finance. Okay. So now a regular data analyst, what makes you unique than a regular data analyst is you know how to use data analytics to solve financial problems. All right. To solve financial problems. So like what we just did, the report we just did. Now, a data analyst will not use Power BI, but can he use it to build a more robust financial report? Unless they teach the person, they will have to go through the process of teaching that data analyst how to do that in finance. But now that's what makes you unique. All right. You are that professional that they're looking for that is a blend of data analytics and finance. And that's what we're calling financial analytics. Using finance, using data analytics, which is tech, to solve financial problems, automate financial problems, and so on and so forth. So that's exactly what you get to work with. And you see, you're starting with accounting fundamentals, which is what? Beginner friendly. So if you have interest and you're looking to get started in finance, you've always liked you want to work in a bank, you want to work in a financial department of any organization, you want to make financial decisions, investment decisions, all right, this program is for you. Because we're going to start that beginner level. That beginner level is where we are going to start from. Thereafter, we'll move into financial modeling. Okay, then we'll move into financial analysis, from financial analysis to valuation to scenario and sensitivity analysis. So that's the progression that we go through. Now, your learning curve, the total learning journey is for 4 months. Okay, 3 months. Okay, 3 months learning, project-based learning. I'll show you some of the projects you get to work on in the live classes. All right, and you get 1 month virtual internship free of charge. The internship is for free. And I'll tell you for free that this is the reason why, one of the major reasons why we have a huge success in getting people their first job within the tech space. All right. So 3 months of project-based live classes plus capstone projects, then the internship, virtual instructor-led classes where we have an instructor like myself that have experience and has experiences, across different sectors coming to teach you in the live classes. And you get to collaborate with Slack, Google Classroom, and WhatsApp, for communication, collaboration, and all that. So all what we are trying to do is simulate, all right? It simulates the real life experience, okay? Now, next thing is classes are every weekend, Saturdays and Sunday. So you have live classes on Saturday, all right, 11 to 2 p.m. West African time. And on Sunday, I would explain watch me do it videos. So on Sunday, you get self-paced watch me do it videos for you to practice on your own. All right. So the live classes are on Saturdays. You have that to build a full-fledged project, live project. And on Sunday, you get to work on what we call the watch me do it videos. Now, all our projects are real life experiences. Like what I explained today is a real life project that literally I did just towards the third quarter of last year, towards the end of last year. That was one of the final set of projects I worked on, helping this business build the analytics and infrastructure. All right. Now, those our projects is what we have turned into learning materials for our students. So if you come to our classes or if you go through the program, all the projects you're going to work on are real life scenario-based projects. Now, join a series of recruitment acts. I'm going to explain that further. Recruitment is key for us. The key thing for us is not just you learning the technology or learning the skills. All right. The key thing for us is for you to get a job upon completing the training program. Now, diverse roles you can apply for once you complete the training program. You can apply for financial analytics. All right. You can apply for commercial analysts, data analysts within the financial space, cost analyst, business analyst within the financial space. You could work as a financial planning and analysis analyst, okay, FP&A, treasury analyst, investment banking analyst, and so on and so forth. So a lot of people feel like, oh, and I just learned financial analytics. I'm only going to go and search for financial analysts. Meanwhile, you could actually work as a commercial analyst, and I'm going to show you that in a jiffy. All right. So if I come back to the guys in the UK, all right, and I go to commercial analyst, in which a lot of people will not know they can apply to. And I say for commercial analysts, you see senior commercial financial analyst, commercial analyst, senior commercial analyst, and so on and so on and so on. These jobs are there for you to get into, but you don't know you can do it. That's the key thing. But that's where we have, this awareness for you to tell you that you can actually do it. Now, the main question is, why should you train with Analytics? Okay, why should you train with us? All right. Our achievement in 2022, 2021, 22, 23. But I'm going to talk about 2023 because this is the most recent. All right. So last year, we helped over 850 people get their first role in the tech space. Now, the key word there is classroom, from classroom. So these guys, 850 plus of them, okay, had no prior experience in the tech space, financial analytics, or any other career paths that we run training programs on, had no prior experience. Some of them were entrepreneurs working as bakers, selling clothes online, selling air, selling this, relocated to the UK, relocated to Canada, wanted to get a professional career, came on the training program, and thereafter got a job, within their tech space. All right. So these guys had no prior experience. And that's the key metric that we like to showcase to people, to tell people that, all right, we had 850 plus people coming here last year, all right, had no prior experience, and thereafter currently work within the tech space. Now, we have our other numbers, the general numbers. So we have people that's, working as an accountant before. You're working as an accountant and you go through the training program and thereafter became a financial analyst. So now that person has a background, has experience, okay? All right. So we don't really like to put that out to people because a lot of people are like, oh, this person has accounting background. That's why he was able to get a job. But if I tell you this person had no experience, and that's the reason why I'll play Chika's testimonial the next few seconds so you can see. Chika was an engineer, all right? He was an engineer, okay? And he wanted to move into finance because, that's the in thing, all right? That was the main thing that he wanted to do. And he was able to go through the training program and currently works as a financial analyst with Kegos Group, a world-renowned, financial firm across the world. Now, why you should train with us? We have up-to-date curriculum. You saw what I shared with you, up-to-date curriculum. You get to work with AI tools like ChatGPT for analytics. You get to work with, different analytic tools, up-to-date analytics tools for reporting. Now, industry experts with hands-on experience. So the people with the caliber of people you get to learn from are people that have industry experience. All right. So industry experience with hands-on experience. Blended training delivery. So we have the live classes. Okay. So for this, we have two learning curves. All right. We have the live classes and we have what we call the Watch Me Do It videos, WMDI. WMDI. Watch Me Do It. Watch Me Do It. Okay. Watch Me Do It videos. All right. So we have the live classes where you come to class to work on projects. All right. We also have the Watch Me Do It videos, which are bite-sized videos to help you practice on your own. All right. To help you practice on your own. So we have, obviously, people learn at different paces. So we have the live classes for everyone to learn together. All right. Now we have the watch me do it videos. So if you're a slow learner, you can take out your time to now watch those videos, bite size, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to watch certain concepts, and also helps you practice better. So even if you're a slow learner, you are covered. You're a fast learner, you are covered. We've devised a blended approach to have both fast learners and slow learners cohabit and learn together within the same class. All right. So that's the whole essence of the blended training delivery. Additional employability services, I'm going to talk on that shortly. And our internship is designed to simulate real work experience. And you can always add it to your CV to tell people that, oh, to tell recruiters, I work with analytics as a financial analyst. And, I will talk more about the internship and even the opportunities you get going through the training program. Now, when you combine all these together, okay, you see you're now becoming an industry-ready tech professional. All right, combine everything together, up to the curriculum, learning from the best guys in the industry. All right, blended training delivery, live classes, watch me do it videos, employability services, and simulated work environment through the internship program. Now, how do we now position you for success? So one thing you should have at the back of your mind is one thing you should have at the back of your mind is the key thing for us is for you to get a job. Now, I'll explain how we ensure that once you go through the training program, we position you for success within the job market. Now, the first thing is through a three-layered approach. Level one is what we have as CV review. Your CV is very important, all right? You see, sometimes you apply for a job, and in less than a minute of you applying for that job, you get an immediate rejection email. That's to tell you your CV is not good. All right. There is a tool that recruiters use called ATS, Applicants Tracking Software or System. All right. So they use ATS, Applicant Tracking System. So if you think that you get a rejection because a recruiter read your CV and then sent you an email, it's absolutely garbage. All right. No recruiter has that time to stand through several people's CV in order for them to give you a review, to accept or reject you. So they use majority of the time use ATS, okay, applicant tracking software. So keyword optimization on your CV is very important. Structure of your CV, very important. All right. Those things play a very, very strong role in you getting an interview and getting a job thereafter. All right, so we'll help you with CV review. We'll help you revamp your CV, not review alone. We'll revamp the entire CV. All right. Number two, LinkedIn optimization. We're all familiar with LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn optimization works like search engine optimization. Now, if you go on Google right now and you type in, oh, best financial analytics training program in the world, you see Analytics will come up as the number one for you. That's the best results. All right. So when you go on Google and you type in your search, it gives you the most appropriate response, the most relatable answer. And that's exactly what LinkedIn optimization does. When a recruiter goes on LinkedIn to search for potential candidates, does your profile on LinkedIn show up as a target? If it doesn't show up, if they go on LinkedIn to search for financial analysts and your profile doesn't come up, the LinkedIn profile is not optimized. All right. Upwork optimization. Somebody was talking about freelance and remote jobs. 100% you can get work. I'm going to show you that because a lot of people don't believe it, that as a financial professional, you can get to work remotely. So I'm going to go to Upwork. So Upwork, you see here, this is Upwork. Find the best freelance jobs, okay? Find the best freelance job. Now, keyword I'm looking for is F. I'll go all the way to F. So you see it here, financial analyst. That's the first one. We have financial modeling also should be here somewhere. Okay, so you see financial modeler also there. Okay, so this is still just the financial analytics. Okay, so if you want to do financial analytics, this is a perfect way for you to come in. All right, and you can look for all the financial modeling, the same thing. You can come here and do, look for remote opportunities on $5 per hour, so $5 per hour, $63 per hour, and so on. All right. You could also even take on some freelance data opportunity, data entry specialist, data analyst. Like I said, you're going to learn data analytics like a data analyst. All right. What makes you unique is the fact that you are laser focused on finance. using data analytics to solve financial problems. All right. So you can actually still get work as a data analyst. All right. And you could also get work as this is freelance anyways. All right. And you can explore Upwork for freelance opportunities. All right. So what we're going to do for you is Upwork optimization. We also do navigating the job market. Okay. So now I showed you the type of jobs you can apply to. Okay. So it's not just financial analytics. There are a ton of other places, ton of other jobs that you could actually, tons of other jobs that you could actually apply for that you feel you can't. Okay. So how do you know you can apply for a business financial analyst role? So if I come here and I look for, let's say, business analyst finance, okay, you will never know that you can apply for this kind of roles, okay? All right. You never know you could apply for these kind of roles until you actually try to even get it there. All right. And that's the key thing that you don't know that you could actually do. All right. So what we do for navigating the job market is to expose you to the type of jobs you can apply to, where to apply for these jobs. You want to work remotely. You're in Nigeria, you want to get a remote job, or you're in the UK, you're looking for a job, you're in Canada, you're looking to get into the, there are certain ways we go about this, showing you how to navigate the job market. Now, job and interview preparation, once you have a good CV, your LinkedIn is optimized, you know how to navigate the job market, you have your Upwork profile optimized, and you get offers, you get like requests for interviews. We prepare you for the interview. All right, so we have mock sessions where we prepare you for the interviews. Then we have recommendation and reference letter. Majority of the firms outside the country would always request for recommendation and reference letter. Now, if you're working as a customer service personnel before, or you're working in sales, marketing, all right, you cannot use your previous experience to land a financial analytics role. You can't. All right. They can't stand in for that financial experience that you're claiming. So what we do is we write you so you can work with analytics. You can put it on your CV that you currently work with analytics, and we write you that recommendation letter. So that's exactly what has helped quite a number of people, also assisted people in getting their first job within the tech space, because a lot of people don't know this, but why some people find it hard to transition is because they have nobody to stand in to say, no organization to stand in for them to say that, oh, this person has worked on this project, this person has done this, and this person is a solid financial analyst. So a lot of people are stuck, okay, looking at how they can get free internship in order for them to use that as a background to apply for a job. But now, you don't need, we've cut out that free internship parts for you, so that you can just jump, from training to getting your first job. No need for internship anymore. All right. So the second layer that we're going to be talking about quickly is weekly mentorship sessions and on-the-job supports. Mentorship sessions, we bring in a pool of experts across different fields to come and speak to you. People that have also been in your shoes are coming to explain to you what you need to do differently to get yourself ready for the job market. Now, on the job support, you get a job as a financial analyst, they give you a task at work, and you don't know what to do, okay? You still get our support from us. So it's an end-to-end process for life. Do you understand? So anytime you need help on the job support, we provide you with those supports. All right. Now, the third and final thing is something new that we're introducing to the analytics curriculum: guaranteed job interviews. Guaranteed job interviews. So you're in Canada, you're in the US, you are in the UK, and you will need that guarantee to say that if I go through this training program, interviews will come, and thereafter job will come. All right, that's a key promise we're making to you this year. To say in 2024, financial analytics, the key thing for us is for you to get a job. And how do we do this? We guarantee that you get interviews at least a month after you complete the training program. And I will explain to you what we are doing to ensure that we achieve that. Okay. All right. So the key additions that we're doing this year: body mentorship hub. So we had, like I said, when I mentioned earlier, we did over 850 people this year transitioning into their first tech role. So what these guys are doing now is they are excited to come back because they were in your shoes. You listen to Emeka, one of the testimonials that I played earlier. He said, he never knew that he could do it. All right. He never knew. He came on to masterclass just the same way you are in this masterclass. All right. And thereafter, he was able to get a job. Now, these guys have seen that all the misconceptions they thought they had earlier about transitioning to the tech space, becoming a financial analyst, all the misconception they had, all right, has been allayed. And now they work in the industry. So they are excited to come back to, to mentor people. And that's part of the mentorship sessions that we're going to be having. So we're building this body mentorship hub where the alumni, are coming back to help and hold people and guide them into their desired career. Okay. So we also have enhanced internship experience where you get to work on more real life scenario training projects. Now, the key part of what makes us unique this year also is we are currently working on partnership with top recruitment agencies in the UK, in Canada, and in the US. All right. So Age Recruitment, okay, Robert Arf, Arvinaj, Michael Page, Adecco, Manpower, Conferry, Kelly Services, Tech Systems. These are recruitment agencies that we are currently, looking at partnering with this year. And that's what we're trying to do to build that effective pipelines to guarantee you interviews. Now, these recruiters are always looking to hire people, okay? And what we're doing is we are training and we are trying to plug into these particular services, these particular organizations. So we have that effective pipeline of people getting jobs. And that's why we are going as far as guaranteeing you interviews this year. All right. So if you're looking to get it started, this is, a win for you, a very big win for you, to be honest with you. All right. So work remotely as a freelance financial analyst. I showed you Upwork already, but there are also other places you could also go to look for remote opportunities. All right. The very, very good one that I could use is LinkedIn, for example. So LinkedIn, I'm just going to go on LinkedIn quickly. All right. I think I have a profile here. Not too sure. Okay. All right. LinkedIn. All right. So I'm going to go on LinkedIn and I've got the jobs. I'm just going to show you quickly. All right. Financial analyst. Let's say you're looking for remote jobs in the US. All right. United Kingdom, United States. Okay. And you see lead financial analyst, investment banking analyst, financial advisory analyst, financial analyst. Now, these roles are a mixture of full-time, hybrid, and so on and so forth. So now the key thing you need to select here is remote. Just come to remote and select remote and show remote. All right, so you see the financial analyst, but you see this is a recruitment firm here, Robert F. Financial data analyst. So you see these are kind of roles that you could actually take on. Financial analyst, okay? All right, and those are the kind of roles that you could actually take on. So you see this all staff staffing and recruitment. This is an agency, all right? Work from home. So these are all opportunities that you can take on. So you will take a look at this financial data analyst by Robert Arf. Okay, you see all the experience here are people that have analytics. This is what Microsoft Excel, financial reporting experience, financial statement experience, and so on and so forth. So these are the things that you would learn in the training program that will give you the ability to apply for these roles. So currently this is about what? $30 to $40 per hour. This currently is about 18 to $18.38 per hour. And so on. This one is about $30 per hour. This is $30, almost average of $30 per hour for all the roles. So you see, opportunity exists. People just don't have the skill to get it. That's the problem. All right. So this opportunity exists. And that's the reason why we have that session called Navigating the Job Market. Navigating the Job Market. How do you navigate the job market? You don't know. All right, until these are things that we have spent years, all right, in our experience, telling us, failing in order for us to learn. Well, this is you getting it on, I would say, on the platter easily, okay, in order for you to know exactly what to do. So there are other sites, not just LinkedIn. We have Upwork. I showed you Upwork. Wellfound is a fantastic place for you to get remote opportunity. Remote.co, Indeed, Glassdoor, built in Built-in is a very big place. If you're looking for startup and tech roles in the US, mostly in the US, Built-in is a very fantastic place. So I'm going to go to top remote jobs. Okay, I'm just going to go back so you see exactly what I'm talking about. So Built-in, Learn Grow. So you see 75,000 startups, 2 million tech roles. All right, explore data opportunity, remote opportunity, and you could look for financial analytics. I'm just giving you free demo today. So you see that these things are not, it's not just Google, I'm telling you. All right, financial analytics. All right, this is fully remote in the United States. This was 7 days ago. This was yesterday. This was 3 days ago, 7 hours ago, yesterday. Financial, and these are all fully remote roles. Remote. This is remote hybrid or hybrid. Remote. Now the key question you need to ask yourself is, do you have the skill to apply for these jobs? If you apply for this job, will your current CV, will your current skills get you this job? Is a key question. You need to be honest with yourself to answer this question. All right, let's just take a look at one of them. Let's take a look at the first one. Okay, or anyone, let's just financial operations analyst. Okay, all right, read full description. Okay, all right, Excel experience. So you see these roles are heavy on Excel experience, excellent interpersonal skills, high volume transaction processing. So you see, this is where your analytics now comes in. How can you analyze high volume transaction fast, easy, ETL, extract, transform, load, report? These are the things that you're looking at. All right, that will give you that advantage over any other person within the industry. All right, so you have financial operations analyst, another organization. Take a look at it real quick. All right. 3 years experience, regulator accounting standards, and let's see, let's build, preparing and filing sales and tax returns. This is more tax inclined. Well, those are the things that you learn in the financial analysis and financial aspects. Senior financial planning and revenue. You see all the roles there. It's continuous. You can check it out yourself. As long as you have a browser, you can check out all these opportunities yourself. All right. So that's some of the sites you can get remote jobs. Okay, for remote guys that are looking for remote. If you are currently in Canada, you don't need to look for remote. All right, you could actually apply for a job, get a very 6-figure job or close to 6-figure job. Even in US, the same thing, and so on and so forth. Now, the global demand for tech talent has been increasing over the years. Canada, we have the global tech stream. UK, we have the global talent visa, and this is all designed for tech professionals. All right. Canada, the global talent stream program requires you to be a tech professional with 6 months of experience. 6 months of experience. If you started this sometime last year, you probably will be qualified to come for the Global Talent Stream program. All right. Now, the UK, the United Kingdom has the Global Talent Visa. Germany, Blue Card Scheme. Singapore has the Tech Pass program. Australia has the Global Talent Visa. France has the French Tech Visa program. Ireland, which I was the benefit of it. I personally was in Ireland. I used to work in Ireland. Critical Skills Employment Permit program, okay, which I benefited from. So these are all for tech professionals that have tech skills, not for people that almost have it or people that think they have it, or people that have tech skills. All right. You see, the extrapolation is that, IMF said that 850 tech roles, okay, that there will be a shortage of 85 million tech workers by 2030. Now, and that's the reason why all these organizations and even more, all these countries are creating different migration pathways for tech talents within their organization, within their country. All right. So even though a lot of these countries are not as strict on other immigration pathways, tech talents are still one of the easiest ways. It's still one of the easiest ways for you to migrate into different countries of the world. All right. That's if migration is your goal. Now, we have a course starting on the 3rd of February. 2024. That's just in about 3 weeks. Okay. All right. So you're part of the first set of people that will listen to the masterclass and get you ready for you to get started. But like I said earlier, it always seems impossible. You always feel like, oh, I don't have the time. I'm busy. It always feels like it's impossible for you to get started or even get this opportunity. But once you see some success stories. So you see, this is Solomon. I'm going to play Solomon in 2 minutes. I think it's just a very fast, short video. All right, so you can listen to him. It's actually
Hello, my name is Ilodigbe Solomon. I'm currently a financial analyst with Kegos Group. I've grown from, say, infancy to being a full-time professional under the guide of Tenalytics. I dare say that the facilitators did a thorough job in equipping us with the skill needed out there, and the community is such a great one to belong to. My journey with Tenalytics has been amazing. I've moved from literally novice to I would say advanced level at this point. I know I still have a lot to learn, but it's been nothing short of amazing all the way to this point. I really recommend the program any day, anytime.
So you see that is coming from an engineering background, an engineering graduate, all right, and currently works as a financial analyst with one of the top, financial firms, FMCG firms. Now, the training program is starting on the 3rd of February 2024, okay? The full amount is $750, okay? And in pounds, equivalent is 625 pounds, all right? But now, being like 3 weeks away, we are running an early bird discount. We're running a discount for the first 20 people to register, So we have the first 20 people here. All right, so if you want to be part of the first 20 people to enjoy the discount, so rather than you paying $750, you could actually pay $600. All right, rather than you paying in pounds of 625, you could actually pay 500. You could actually pay 500 pounds. No, this is USD. This is US dollars. All right, for the people asking, is in US dollars, not Canadian dollars. All right, so this is USD, 600 USD. Now, the benefit about even you paying early is you get to pay in 2 installments. All right, you can pay in 2 installments. All right, so the first installment is $400, $450, and you can pay the second installment is 1 month into the training program. So you have a month. So you being an early bird, you paid earlier, secure your space early enough, allows you to pay in 2 installments. You can pay the first fee of $450 now to secure your position. Then you can pay the balance 1 month into the training program. All right. Also, this is £500 if you're in the UK, £500. You can pay in installments, 2 installments of $375 now to secure your position, and £125 for the second installment. So this is pounds. All right. Now you see that you're getting a good discount from 750 to 600. That's 150. And if you are paying in pounds, you're getting 125 pounds discounts. All right. But now this discount is not for life. It's only for the first 20 people. All right. It's only available for the first 20 people looking to get started in financial analytics. All right. First 20 people. Now, this discount, okay, with the discount, okay, somebody's asking a question. Now, please, Priscilla is going to drop the account details in the chat. She's going to drop it. So my colleague, Priscilla, she's going to drop the account details in the chat. So for people asking for, cash equivalents, the cost equivalent in Canadian dollars, in Australian dollars, and all that, all you need to do is click on the main stack link. Priscilla she sent to the group. So mainstack.enroll, the mainstack.enroll, you see it here, this link here. All right, all you need to do is click on that link that she's dropped in the chat, and it's going to take you to this page, okay? It's going to take you to the Tenalytics Enrollment Center. All right, Tenalytics Enrollment Center. All right, get access to all the program brochures, okay? So take, for example, you're doing the Financial Analytics Training Program. You want to see the Financial Analytics brochure. So click on this. It's going to take you to see all the programs that we have. So I'm going to take a look at financial analytics, for example, because that's what we're talking about today. And you see the full brochure of financial analytics. So you see financial analytics, fusion of data analytics and investment banking, talk all the way down, why financial analysis, the curriculum. So I talked about problem solving. I talked about Excel, where you really don't know the extent to what's part of Excel. So you would have heard Solomon and Chika talk about advanced Excel. They're using Excel for advanced visualizations and all that. So those are, you see there, data presentation, data visualization, data analytics, data storytelling, and so on. Power BI, the same thing, you see it here. introduction to Power BI, data manipulation, DAX, so on, publishing to Power BI service, dynamic dashboarding, and so on. Same thing with SQL, introduction to SQL. So you learn all these things. These are the things you'll learn. All right. So Excel for analysis, financial analysis, ratio analysis, building financial models, financial dashboard, financial modeling and valuation, ChatGPT for analytics, Power BI for financial analytics, and so on. So you see all the modules, the brochure gives you a more detailed structure to what you would learn in the training program. Employability services to, all the things you need to learn or all the things you will gain from the training program. So now see some of the facilitators that you get to work with. Okay. So this is Nene right here, Senior Financial and Planning Analyst, Zelos UK. Zelos is one of the authorized licensee of Nike. She currently works there as a Senior Financial Planning and Analysis Analyst. Okay. So, and also she's a Management and Leadership Advisor of Harvard Business Review. She's a chartered accountant, 6 years experience working user analytics to guide companies in strategic and operational decision. So prior to Zelos, she's worked with Denom, she's worked with KPMG, Bank of America, and Loris, group partners. Teniola, also 5 years of experience, currently works with one of the big 4 consulting firms in the UK. All right. Jenas also, all right. James, like his name is here, accounting manager with Coca-Cola, managing consultant, Utopia Consulting, 7 years of experience in accounting, associate member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants, and all that. Oladapo also, consultant, Big 4 trade consultant. Olugbemi Akarigbo, Olugbemi actually was one of our participants. Again, that came back to also, went through the training program, got a job, decided to come back to say that, more people in Canada that are looking to transition, it would help them and own themselves and get them started. So Olugbemi is actually one of our facilitators now. And you see, we have a pool of other experts across the world, from Canada to US to UK, literally across the world, that will get you started in your desired career. Okay, so you see the brochures are there for you to consume, okay, at any point in time. So for payment, if you want to make a direct transfer in pounds, you see the account number is there for you to pay in pounds. If you want to pay non-Naira payments, so you want to pay in Canadian dollars, you want to pay in any other foreign currency. All right, so you see for data analytics, business analysis, full stack data science, HR, and financial analytics. So the keyword is financial analytics. So click on either full or part payment. Okay, so if you want to make full payments, click on full payment. If you want to make payments, first part payment, click on this. It's going to take you to a link. It's going to take you to a page where it is automated. Okay, so regardless of your location, it's going to show you your price in your own location. All right, it's going to show you your price in your location. Okay, so thereafter you can actually reserve a seat. You can reserve a seat. Okay, you can reserve a seat. Or better still, yeah, you can reserve a seat. Now, you see, minimum amount you can pay is £207. That's the minimum amount you can actually pay. All right, so in your own local currency, you would see it in your local currency. All right, you'll see it in your local currency. Now, the key thing here is all what you need to do to secure a position is $450. $450, correct? Which is equivalent of $375. Well, let's say you don't have this $375 today to secure this discount. You could actually pay, something lesser. All right. So you could pay about, let's say, £250. So you currently don't have $375, but you have $250 to pay now. All right. You could actually pay this now and balance the rest before the training program starts on the 3rd of February. So rather than you paying this full deposit amount to secure your space, the key thing is for us is these first 20 people, once we reach 20 people, we close registration. All right? We close registration. Anybody that wants to go in would have to pay the full amount. So the discount is only for the first 20 people to register. So now, in order for you to secure that discount, it's very important. All right. All you need to do is secure it with £250. You can secure your discount. All right. You can secure your space. All right. So once you've secured your space, before the 3rd of February, you can pay the balance. All right, you can pay the balance and you are free to go. So the balance will be, if you pay 250 now, okay, the balance will be 125. All right, in order for you to get 375, in order for you to get into the class. Okay, the same thing in dollars, you could do the same thing. So you have $450, you have 300 now. All right, you can pay $300 now and balance the minimum 150 before the 3rd of February. All right, in order for you to just secure your discounts. All right, so those are the things that you need to take into consideration. I can see some people sending me the transaction receipts for their payment. I would say once you make payment, okay, rather than sending it on the group chat here, in private messaging me, all you need to do is once you make payment, come here, upload your receipt here, upload your receipts, payment registration form, okay? You see payment registration form, you see upload your receipt here. All you need to do is click on this link. It's going to take you to a Google form like we did today. It's going to take you to a Google form and you put in your email, your mode of payment. Let's say you make a full payment or initial payment. All right, next. Okay, email. I'm just going to put my email there. If you remember, that's analytics.io. All right, so next. All right, yes, I've read the terms and condition. Next. All right, first name, Ifemena. Okay, last name, April, email, registered email, blah, 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 and, select email, and so on and so forth. So you just fill in the form. It gets to a point where you have to upload, all right, your receipts, okay? So it could be your transaction receipt. You could be an email notification if you paid online. So the person that sent to me, you paid online, you paid using the main stack, all right? So just take a screenshot of your email, that stuff you sent to me, come here, all right, upload your receipt here, and you're fine, you're good to go, all right? So that's exactly what you need to do to secure your position now. Priscilla, I know you said we have someone that is willing to come to speak to the guys on the call. Am I correct? Priscilla, are you there?
Oh, yes, I'm here. So the person had just left due to connection issues.
Okay, that's fine, no problem. All right, guys. Okay. All right, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Thanks for making a payment. Ensure that once you make a payment, you click on the link, this link. All right. So once you click on the link, mainstack.me enroll 10 analytics. Once you click on that link, it takes you to this page. Upload your receipt here. This is where you need to come to upload your receipt. Click here, upload your receipts, put in the information that you have, and you are good to go. So guys, the key thing that you need to have at the back of your mind is we are here to get you started. All right. We are working hard in order for you to get a job. That's the key thing you should have at the back of your mind. So everything that we've put together, from the mentorship sessions to the CV review, LinkedIn optimization, to all the things that we are doing, is to show you that you can learn something within the period, within that next 3 months, and you can get a job. All right. So those are the things that we are going to do for you. Okay. So if you want to make direct transfers to the UK account or the Naira account, you can take a screenshot and send. You can send once you make a payment. Just ensure that you register your payments. So I'm going to share some of the projects you get to work on. All right. So you see Castro Technologies, workplace facilities. So like something critical I mentioned earlier, all these projects are real life projects that have been transformed. Like what we did today, this project I worked on, it's an actual business case study. It's an actual project that I did. The only thing that I've done is to change. The only thing I did was to change the name of the business, change some information, use a new Google Sheets and so on and so forth. All right, that's the thing. Only thing I changed. So this is an actual experience that I have transformed into learning material, into actual learning material. And that goes across all the projects that we work on. Okay, so real life projects, okay, that you can use as your own personal life experience. So you see people saying that, oh, I'm a beginner. I've never worked as a financial analyst. Or I've never done any work as a data analyst. Don't worry. That's exactly what we do for you. So you get to build projects. So you see the first one there is a workplace sports facility. All right. And you see it here. You've been employed as a data analyst to make sense of the business data for Mrs. Pierce. Okay. Now the next one is Nestle Product Analytics. Okay, Nestle Product Analytics case study, where you go to get to analyze different products, best performing products, region specific products, and you do a little bit of financial analysis in this also. All right. Food delivery preferences, mainland. These are all actual businesses, all right, that you're going to be learning from. Now, the next one is fraudulent transactions in the bank, all right, where you get to analyze financial transactions and you use analytics to detect fraudulent transaction and why, and even anticipate, all right, some transactions that are fraudulent, okay? Employee attrition, okay, the work data science salaries, Redux internship case study, all right, this is one of the case studies you work on in the internship program. The legacy groups, so you will get to learn a little bit of HR analytics, financial analytics, and so on. Internship, immersive experience for you, immersive experience, 1 month free virtual internship, add it to your CV to own your skills, work on projects, okay, and get all that. So these are some of the facilitators I shared with you earlier. Nene, Jedas, Teniola, and here are some of the alumni feedback, okay, that went through the training program that currently are working as financial analyst. And you see it here, click here to watch. So when we say we have proof, it shows you that we have proof that people have learned this and they're currently working as financial analysts. So you see Omadele is here, Call Creek, Solomon is also here. So from engineering background, completed financial analytics training program, currently works as a financial analyst at Tegos Oil and Gas Limited. Also completed analytics, financial analytics. This is Victor. Got a job as a financial analyst with Nicole Financial Company. Same thing with a ton of other people. Bumio or the financial analytics, currently work as a market data analyst within the UK. Falabi Adibara, financial analytics with Cool Books. All right, so these are guys that maybe never felt they could do it initially, but now they work within the financial analytics, financial data analytics space. Some of the dashboards you get to build, you see it, analytics apartment, quick link, and so on. These are all done in Microsoft Excel, not in Power BI. So you're using Excel to build this kind of reports. So you use Excel to build even way more complex reports than what you have here. All right. So those are the things that you get to work on. And these are just some of the projects you will get to build in the class. So you see, this is a financial model this is an example of a financial model. So you see the income statement. So you see the income statement, you see the revenue, cost of sales, overhead, and so on and so forth. So it always seems impossible. So that's why we have a ton of testimonials to get you started. So when it comes to testimonials, we have enough testimonials for you to learn, for you to know, and for you to get started in. All right. So thank you very much. I don't know if there's any question, but I'll be happy to take questions. Any questions? Any questions? Any question? You can raise up your hand and I'll be happy to take your question. So let me see. Do I have anybody raise on my hand? All right. So this discount, like I mentioned, is only for the first 20 people, not for life. So secure your position now by depositing, the first payment. And I mentioned it earlier, you could actually pay $300 now to secure your position and balance that 150 before the 3rd of February. Same thing with if you're paying in pounds, rather than paying 375, you could actually pay 200, 250, all right? And you could actually balance the rest before the training program starts. Okay. So how many sections do you we run this every month. Okay. So if you cannot join the February cohort, you can join the April cohort or the March cohort, I mean. Okay. Now the only thing that I would say is the discounts are not it's only the discount I cannot guarantee. But we run these training programs every single month. Every single month. Okay. All right. So it's only the discounts that we have here that we can't. So what you could do also is to make payments now and defer to February. Okay. And defer to February defer to March rather. Okay. So you can make the payments now and defer to March. So I'm going to look for, okay, I stopped that payment. So I'll defer to March. And that's the key thing that you can also do. So you can secure your discounts now and defer that you resume in March. Okay, so you can defer to the future. All right, so just secure using the discounts and you can defer after. Okay, so I have another question here that says, so how do you know when the first 20, so the system captures it, don't worry. So we have a system that captures all the payments. So once we get to that payment, all the discounts. So if we go to enroll dot, so if we're looking at clicks. So it's a data company, don't worry, don't stress, okay? So it's a data company, we're a data company. So we use these platforms just so that we can track easily in terms of payments and all that, registration. So there are several links that we're using together. So you see the upload your receipts. So once you upload your receipt and you specify the program you registered for, then everything is captured. Also, when you make payment on the platform, or even when you send money, you always have to upload your receipts. So that's the analytics aspects that we capture. So once we get the first 20 people registered for the course, all right, the platform, what I call it, the application, doesn't accept anybody else for financial analytics. So one thing I will tell you to do now is secure your discount now. If this is something you want to do, this is the best time for you to secure using the discounts. All right. So the link is not working for me. Chinedu, all you need to, okay, yes, Priscilla sent it to the link to the chat. Can I pay in the morning? Yes, you can. You can pay in the morning. Ideally, today's Thursday. Most times by weekend, we should have gotten a good chunk of people that would have made payments. So I would say secure your position now, okay, and ensure that you are not part of people that would, start saying, oh, if I joined your master class on the 11th of January, I joined early, but I didn't make the decision. The current guys, we have people that paid the full amount because they waited to the last minute to make the payments. All right. So for those in project management, their analytics tools are there analytics tool for them. Oh, for project management, so for that our business analysis training program actually covers data analytics and business analysis. But when I think there's actually a training program going on at the moment, Scrum Master. So that would also be talked about there. Client error. The client-side expression as a call, see the browser console for more information. Are you trying to upload your receipt? Trying to access the link for payment? Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll just take the link by myself and I'll post it to the chat. I'm not sure why that is acting up for you. I'm just going to take the link. This is the same link that I'm opening up at the moment. So I'm going to take this, copy it, and I will drop it in the chat for everyone. Okay. So try it out again, Chinedu. Okay, and let's see. Please read the question in full. I know it's data company. You will get it. Okay, please read the question in full. I know it's a data company. You will get it. What do you mean read the questions in full? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Okay. So how do you know the first one field of an account benefit and you can't benefit from the discount for those who still have to wait till the end of the month to get money? So if you're waiting to the end of the month, okay, if you want to wait to let's say your salary is waiting to the end of the month, that's the reason why we allow you to make a deposit now, okay, lesser than what we'll take and balance up before the first of the month, before the training program starts. So what we have here now is $450, for example. So you don't need to pay this full amount now to secure the discounts. You could actually pay $300 now to secure that discount and pay the balance of $150 at the end of the month. All right. So I don't know if that answers your question. Okay. It's a bad gateway. I'm not sure what you mean by bad gateway. All right. So if you're going to, okay, do you know what? I think that's something we'll work on. All right. It's opening up for me over here. I'm not sure why it's not opening. Priscilla, could you confirm? Just click on the link. It's opening up for me over here. So I'm not sure why it's the same thing for you.
Yeah, it's opening up on my end.
All right. So where are you guys for Lu and Anu? So where are you guys? Are you guys in what location? Are you guys in North Korea or South Korea? Okay, US. Okay, so I know. Okay, Canada. I mean Canada, and I'm using it too. So I'm not sure why it's not. This is working for me. All right. Okay. So what we're gonna do, yeah? I know Olua and for you could also, if you want to US and Canada. We don't like. Okay. The only means of payment is through the link. All right. So what I'll do, yeah, what I'll do is we'll send an email afterwards with all the information again, and you could try again, okay? Or you could just copy the link and try again at a later time. I think that's the best we could do at this point in time. But please try and secure your position as early as possible. I know it might be a problem now, but please just secure your position as soon as possible. So we'll send an email out with the recording and all the things that you need. And if you have any other question, if you still want to speak with me, all right, you can when you're feeling.
Hello, and welcome to Flutter Forward. It's a really, really exciting day, and thank you for tuning in.
Sorry, that's YouTube. All right. So once you click on, once you register, once you upload your receipt, okay, if you still want like a one-on-one session, all right, you could always speak when you get to a point during registration. You could say, I need to speak with an expert, okay? So rather than selecting a course, you could actually just say that I need to speak with, okay, an expert. So I'm just going to fill this real quick. Yes, next. Okay, and I'll put IDPRO. Okay, registration email, I'll use ifemena@gmail.com. Okay. All right, gender male, next. Okay, read the terms and condition, next. Okay, when did you make a payment? You just put in the date. Let's say I make the payment today, upload the screenshot. I could just go to my desktop and upload the screenshot. What is your mode of payment? All right, if you're paying Mainstack, okay, that's online, or Paystack or GBP transfer, Nigeria transfer. If it's Mainstack, you made your payment, click on Mainstack, okay, and let me just upload. I need to upload the payment. I need to upload a link. So my drive, okay, let me see, upload, browse, and I'll go to I'll just take anything, okay? Okay. Okay, next, that's my receipt. So you see, which program are you in the process for registering for? So if you're still unsure, but you just want to secure a discount, once you make payment and you're filling up the registration form, click the drop down and you see, I need to speak with a professional. Okay, I need to speak with a professional. So once you click on that, you are fine, you're good to go. Click on next and you do everything you need to do. All right. So those are the things that you need to understand. Sorry, please, how much did you say the commitment fee is again for those who doesn't have the complete amount now? So for the guys that don't have the full amount now, you can pay it at $300. All right. So if you're paying in dollars, it's $300. If you're paying in pounds, you could actually pay £250. All right. But the key thing here is if you're paying $300 for now to secure your position, all right, to secure your position, you must pay the balance of $150 before the 3rd of January, 3rd of February. So you have a complete $450. Now, $325, you're in the UK, or you're in Europe in general, you could pay $250 now, all right, and balance $125 before January 3rd of February. So $375. So now once you make that payment, you have to the balance payment that you have here. All right, the balance payment you have here comes 1 month into the training program. All right, so that's all I have to say for now. Okay, so I'll be looking forward to having seen you guys. And if you had a wonderful time so far today, guys, could you let me allow you guys to unmute yourself so I can hear from you guys. Okay, so how do I unmute you again? So if you had a wonderful time, guys, can I hear you say yeah? It's 1 1 1 1 1 1. All right. Yeah. Hi guys. Yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. All right, that's ooh. All right, that's good, guys. That's yeah. All right, fantastic. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming around. Thanks for taking out. Just took over 2 hours for us to go through this. But the key thing there is you could actually do it if you put your mind to it. And I'll be happy to working with all of you. So for the guys that paid in Naira, for the guys that paid, all you need to do is register your payments in the group, in the what do you call it, using the Google form, okay? Make sure you register, take a screenshot and upload your receipt for payment. All right. Please secure your position now, okay? While we're at it, and ensure that we get it done. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Have a wonderful evening and have a wonderful night if you're in the night. Have a wonderful evening if you're in the evening. Have a wonderful afternoon if you are in the afternoon. Please, when are we seeing the timetable for class? You'll get it in your, you'll get a welcome kit. So usually it's on Saturdays, for all Saturdays, and you get the timing. Once you make payment, you get a welcome kit, after confirmation, after confirming your payment, you get a welcome kit and you see all the information that you need to know about getting started. All right. All right, guys, thank you very much. And I'm really excited to working with all of you that are looking to get started in financial analytics, and we can get started together. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day ahead, guys. Bye, everyone. Priscilla, is there any other thing?
Not at all. Thank you so much, Ifemena.
All right, guys. Wonderful night, everyone. Cheers.